My name is Ana Maria Garcia. Annie Garcia is what they call me. I am originally from Cuba. I grew up in Spain and in Europe in general, and have had the pleasure and the luck of living in 6 countries in my life, and am very blessed to feel that I am where I belong today. I moved to the United States in 1982. Eventually I landed in New York, where I experienced 9/11 in 2001, and where eventually my illness, called alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, took 3 or 4 years after that, but it was finally diagnosed by someone who told me that day that he had been in practice for over 30 years and he had never had a patient with alpha-1, but it was a $75 test and it was worth doing it. And lo and behold, I was not only alpha-1 by one parent, because it is a genetic disease, but I was alpha-1 by both parents, calling it a ZZ alpha-1, which is the most severe form of the disease. Alpha-1 keeps your lungs full of air. It doesn't allow you to exhale, and so the feeling you have is that your thorax is always full, and it's hard to come by a time when you don't feel uncomfortable. It is many times confused with COPD, and an illness that is difficult to live with, although not impossible as of yet. Dr. Ferrer was someone that was referred to me when I went to the guys and gals that write the books on these illnesses and spend their life more so doing research and working with pharmaceutical companies that put in millions of dollars from the Centers for Disease Control and all kinds of taxable money that are donated also from foundations such as the Ford Foundation or other large entity foundations. And these people are difficult to come by. There's a few of them in northern Florida, 1 or 2 in Austria. I came to the gentleman, Mark Brantley, in Tallahassee, who told me that if I moved down to Florida, the person to find was Gustavo Ferrer in Cleveland Clinic. This was a few years ago. So I moved to Florida and looked for Dr. Ferrer and found a loving, caring, professional, a gentleman who is courteous, extremely knowledgeable of his field, someone who you understands you and what's going on with you, someone who you rely on 100%. It's almost like closing your eyes and throwing yourself back because you know that he'll be there to catch you. He is simply the type of person that tells you something like, well, let's do this, but what if we did this? Or have you ever tried? Or would you be open to? Or Annie, we can't lose anything, so let's go for it. That's the kind of professional that he is. And when you have a situation where life and death is so near every day, you rely on people like that, not because you like to, but because you want to. And in my case, I need to, because I have come to not know him and feel that he's my doctor, but know him and feel that he's my family. I understand that he can't have that many people in his family and in his household, but if I could, I would have dinner with him every single day. Gustavo Ferrer is an utmost professional who one day I'm sure will come out probably on a coin or something of that nature. If it were up to me, that's what I would definitely do. And definitely someone that if there's someone in your family who has a problem, who is not being identified, a problem that is not being corrected and or treated the way it should, the type of people that do research and or that dedicate their lives to one topic in particular are the people that you need to look for. If you have such a member of your family who has a pulmonary illness, Gustavo Ferrer is the person for you. I hope I've been able to help, and have a good day.